Hello, Pisces. Welcome back to Four Paths Healing Tarot. My name is Dee. I'm here to bring you messages for your sun, your moon, and your rising. This message will not resonate with everyone. So recognize that you will know if this message resonates with you and it's for you. Welcome back to the space. God, angel, spirit guides, I'm asking for messages for Pisces' highest good, highest self, highest sense of confidence, to make their decisions clear, for intuitive knowing. What messages do you have today for Pisces? Let's see. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What messages do you have for Pisces? As I am getting the cards out, I was about to begin a video for you just a moment ago, and had to stop it and really restart now because I literally began needing water so bad and choking until I had to stop. And so, obviously, spirit has a way of communicating ideas to us in different reasons. But also, what it brought up for me, for you, Pisces, is that there may be someone who's viewing this where you've been feeling like you've been cut off from being as expressive and as communicative as you would like to be or need to be. So I'm going to get more cards out here, but something about the way that I needed to stop the video, to take time for myself, to nurture myself because I needed water, felt like it was something in that for you. So for whoever that's for, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. I ask that you find ways to nurture yourself and take care of yourself, because something about that experience made me feel that it was more for you. Let's see what the cards are that have popped out. Excuse me. The first one that I have here is the Five of Swords. So, Five of Swords, as you know, feels like you won the battle. You won the battle. Whatever that is related to your ideas, you were right about a situation. You used your words to be correct. But what has actually been lost in this win has been relationships, or maybe the win was not really worth it when you really take stock of what matters. So we'll keep that here. And then the second card out is the World card for you. And the World card, it vibrates at a 3. And so when I think of 3, I think about celebrations, joy, and this is showing up right in the middle. And then here we are with the Eight of Cups, right? This is definitely emotion, feeling, but walking away because that one cup that's really important, it's missing there, and no longer feeling like you need to stay and endure. Moving forward. On the bottom of the deck, dearest Pisces, is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So, as these cards popped out and as I'm processing it, especially considering me getting choked up before coming on and being able to keep this thing rolling, this really feels like you're walking into a season in your life, or you're encountering an experience where you know that by letting go of the situation related to some other people or someone else, we'll see more in just a moment, is going to be for your higher good. Seeing these two next to each other feels like balance and restoration for yourself. Deciding to go after emotionally and in your love what actually feels good for you and for for your highest sense of self and sense of purpose. And that this is really just for this week, but it could be an overarching theme, especially because you have the world card here, which is a major. And so that reminds me of completion, rite of passage, allowing something to dissolve and move away from you so that you can move on into something else. Okay. Beneath the Six of Pentacles is the Star card in this deck. And then beneath that is the Ace of Wands. And so it really feels like there's a situation that you have been emotionally invested in for probably some time, maybe years. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, perhaps a number of years. And it has been pulling on you emotionally. Maybe you've been staying because everything in the environment says that you're supposed to be emotionally invested. It's the right thing to do. It's what makes you look like the person who is balanced, giving, the servant of people. But something is happening recently in your life where you realize that you deserve better and you want better. And so you're going after it, which is absolutely amazing because that's not always easy to do. Okay. So I'm going to put that back here. Yeah. It's this for me. Seeing the world card, this in the middle, but also seeing it next to the Eight of Cups. Deciding that you want to walk away and go into something better. It's like you're closing a chapter so that you can reopen or renew another chapter. That deep feeling is what's leading you to this place of wanting to surrender. There may have been some relatives, that's what's coming up, friends, people that you know, that you have been probably in some type of altercation, communicative battle with for some time. You've been fighting to show that you are who you are. And now, more recently, you've decided that you want to let go. It's no more use fighting. It's like you've had some type of spiritual awakening or revelation. So thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's get some more cards out here to go a little bit deeper, Pisces. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What do you want Pisces to know? What do they need to know at this time? Thank you, God. Yeah, definitely some surrender, walking away despite what other people think, wanting to do the right thing, but finding that it might be more effective and beneficial right now to do what's good for yourself just for a moment. You might be someone, Pisces, where what it means to be a good person in your mind is to over sacrifice your dreams, your ideas, your desires for that of other people. And you deeply believe that that's what makes you a great person. And so that's something that you have been doing for a while. For some of you, this literally could be a relationship. You're tired of the fighting. There's not enough give and take in this relationship. And so you're deciding to move on, to go away from it. Thank you, God, angel, spirit, guys. Let's see what's out here. On the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. Four, for me, vibrationally, feels like you have an opportunity to stay here because I mean it's good enough here, but staying here is because we get to stay in our comfort. But if I move on, if I move forward with whatever area of life this is, love, business, career, health, whatever, if I move on here, then it might be challenging. It is the unknown, but I might be walking into something that's better. So in this reading, the Four of Swords feels like you are having to make a decision. Do I just stay here and accept good enough? Or am I going to go forward and progress myself because I know better. I have awareness that informs me that I get to have something better in my life and in my experiences. So that came out too. Also, what popped out is the lovers. What also popped out is the Ace of Cups, the Sun, and the Page of Cups. Oh, excuse me, I had to grab that. In the Page of Cups. For some of you, this reading is absolutely related to your love life, your relationship. Not all of you, but for some of you, this is a matter of you and some other person, and you moving into a place where you're deciding that you want the love that you truly believe you desire. Because the lovers is out here with Page of Cups. And so as you walk away, you are considering what love might feel like. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guys. Let me clarify. The advice here is that as you move on in love and you move on in your relationship, let go of the attachment of what should be or could be and have a little bit of spontaneity, not being attached to that outcome. The page of the page of cups is really interesting because there's a fish popping out of this cup. And so it's like, okay, very naive, but it's very interesting because it's a cup, it's full of perhaps water, the emotion, and there happens to be a fish in it too. Something random, some surprise, but it's lighthearted and it's beautiful. And it doesn't have like an attachment to anything that is super overly grounded in anything that tends to remove the imagination, the dream, the creativity that comes with being in love or love period. So it feels like the advice here is that in the spirit realm you are moving into a place of new abundance, new creativity. I just heard that for some of you, you're ready for children, you want family. For some of you, you're wanting to have a different experience with love and with family. And so, whatever you've been doing in your life, you've been doing some work, and it's showing up right now that it's time that you're moving into a place where it's you're kind of creating that for yourself. You're being a manifester of that. Also, I want to take for a moment to address the sun that's here. You probably know that oftentimes when the sun comes out in a reading, for me as a reader, that lets me know that whoever this message is for, you are not feeling all of this beauty and splendor and blessing that I'm describing. You're probably still going through the thick of it where you can't really see this Ace of Cups energy full of love and splendor and a big splash. You're probably not able to see that right now completely. You are still working through the separation and the breakup. For those of you who are working through a relationship, you're still working through that. You're still scared about making this decision to walk away because everyone says it's perfect, but real life behind closed doors, it's challenged, it's argumentative, it's confrontational, and you're ready to give it up, right? But it's still hard. You're still coming to terms with it. So the sun is here to remind you that out of a hard time, the sun will come out again. But it's also a reminder that within you, you always have this radiance and beauty. I don't care where you are, who you are, and what you think about yourself. Trust me, there's radiance, there's beauty, there's vitality within you. And then also with the star card being beneath the Six of Pentacles, that kind of lets me know that this choice that you're making to move forward, for those of you that are moving out of relationship, but for some of you, you're moving into a new creative endeavor. You're wanting to change your career in a way that speaks more to human services. You're wanting to do something for people, but you're moving away from something, stepping out on faith. And something about this is going to be healing for you and restorative for you. Okay. For some of you, you are having an awakening about how to move forward in this creative way because you've allowed yourself to restore, if that makes sense. You've done the work and now your mind is clear about where you want to go. For those of you who are thinking about a new creative project and you're not sure, something is coming up to say that this is a green light to give it a try. You've been wanting to do something, you've been thinking about it, it's been coming up within you. At night, you're thinking about it, in the daytime, you're thinking about it. This reading is here to let you know that it's time. It's time to consider it fully and deeper and to trust yourself. The hardest thing to do is to walk away from something when you're unsure about what you're walking toward. But I encourage you to think about all of the magic that you've created in your life thus far. It might be hard to think about right now when you're going through it, but if you really be honest with yourself and spend time really thinking about your life and your journey, there has been some hopes and dreams that you've had for yourself and you've manifested it. You've created it. Again, doesn't really feel like it right now, I'm sure, perhaps, but you've done it. And so here you are with an opportunity to do it again. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's get a couple of angel messages out here before we wrap your reading. Beautiful reading, Pisces. Beautiful reading. A lot of emotions, which is a beautiful thing. That's a part of who you are. You feel and you believe in better. You have no problem believing that you could have something better. You're wonderful about pulling things out of the universe from the spirit realm into reality so that you can grow and have the life that you truly want. That's something that you truly and deeply understand. All right. So what I have here, big happy changes. So this is confirmation moving forward in the work that you're doing. And then no need to worry. Not all of you are feeling worried. That's something else that's coming through. Not all of you are feeling a sense of worry, but there's someone who needs to hear this right now. There's no need to worry in everything about moving forward and trusting the process and the journey. Some of you literally just needed this as a confirmation as you move forward. God, angel, spirit guides, final messages from the universe. That's what I'm using here. I think it's mirroring. My apologies if it is. You're like, I can't even read that, D. What is that? All right. What messages do you have for Pisces? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, to close out this reading. Okay. Anything else? All right. On the bottom of the deck. Wow. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening to you. This is definitely about yourself, your heart. Saying no when you want to say no. Instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. Oh, this is backwards. You can't see that. My apologies. I'll get my life together. Very beautiful. That's very beautiful, Pisces. Here's another one that flew out for us just as well. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. It just seems like at this time you've made a pronounced decision to turn your life around into the direction that you want to go in. And so what's coming up in this reading is that you have a lot of opportunities. This is almost like a green light. That is the decision that you're making is in alignment with the truest of who you are. And so I wish you well on your journey. I'm standing with you. I love you. All right, Pisces, that's all that I have. Hopefully you will rejoin me next week for another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. Please comment, like, subscribe, and peace out. Thanks.